Staff at the Ministry of Agriculture have wrapped up a 4-day workshop on agricultural agreements and notifications under the World Trade Organization, WTO. St. Lucia is one of 160 members of the WTO. Dr. Darius Gabriel is the permanent secretary.
In my view, St. Lucia qualifies as a net food importing developing country. We know, for example, that approximately 80% of what we eat is imported. Our food import bill is approximately $350 million. However, I am not sure that in the context of the WTO agreement, St. Lucia is classified as such. It is generally recognized, though, that we are a small and vulnerable developing economy. What does all of this mean in the context of special and differential treatment, for example? How are our particular needs and conditions as a developing country catered for in the Agreement on Agriculture? The market access component of the agreement should be of particular interest to all of us. Market access concessions relate to bindings and tariff reductions. We are aware, for example, that we lost the preferential access of our bananas to the UK market through a WTO ruling. But do we understand why? After all, the Agreement on Agriculture does indicate that developed country members, in implementing their commitments on market access, would take fully into account the particular needs and conditions of developing country members by providing for a greater improvement of opportunities and terms of access for agricultural products of particular interest to these members. I wish to submit that no agricultural product has been of greater interest or importance to us in terms of market access than bananas.
Dr. Gabriel says that the biggest challenge is that not enough discussion is taking place on the WTO agreements because knowledge is lacking.
We must ask ourselves and be able to answer and substantiate at all times. 1, what actions can we and can't we take and why? 2, whether given the small size of our country and our severely limited agricultural production capacity, that any measures we take with respect to trade in agricultural products, whether in the context of exports or imports, can or would have anything more than a minimal impact on trade, if any. Can measures instituted by such a small country with such a small agricultural production base actually have a trade distorting impact with respect to world trade? What about the issue of special safeguards? Specifically Article 5 of the agreement. What constitutes a special safeguard, and do we have any in place?
St. Lucia became a member of the WTO 1st January 1995.